I won't lie. I think that this is going to feel a little bit like a kick in the teeth because we were so close. We were so close to getting gold, and now it's slipping through our plant-filled fingers at the last moment because in the deepest of ironies, we were not able to actually end up getting the chopper's damaged and we need it repaired just as we finally have a level 3 botanist. Did we need a level 4 botanist? I don't even remember. But here we are. Here we are, having finally gone ahead and finally managed to get the levels we possibly needed for the expedition. And it was a lack of a high-level botanist that got us. The irony of that is intense, is palpable, is a lot to cope with because we were so close, friends. We were no. Okay, start expedition. Oh my gosh. If we start the expedition, we need level 4. I can't believe it, but I can. Of all of the things, here we are, losing out on the ability to have the super special top level expedition of gold winningness challenge at the exact last moments because I didn't train a botanist high enough. I'm not gonna lie. My jaw's kind of on the ground for that. But at least that gives us time to send our 6 staff who need to head out with the now repaired, thank goodness, chopper. Though, boy, we have some... Janitor is really not appropriate for the job title of someone we're trusting to fix our chopper. I'm just gonna put that out there. Ah, there it goes. There it goes. Now, at least we have a chance to have about 300 more days to try to get the silver temple troll. But we have learned so much from this experience, you guys. It has been amazing when it comes to having learned about how we want to be able to take care of our museums. We have actually gained quite a bit of insight and quite a bit of knowledge on how to train up our staff, how to be able to start like making money off of our exhibits. So it's not like everything is lost, and we actually have gained a lot of insight into just making like things work. Plus now I'm thinking we have unlocked a whole bunch of new areas too. See, it's a positive experience on the whole, even if it has been chaotic. And we did learn how to do sponsorships, which it turns out if you find the right one, at least for our museum, if definitely not our channel, I have feelings about that, then you know, a lot of good things can happen for your staff, and a lot of good things can happen for being able to tend to an attractive environment. Well, you know, if I haven't trained you how to appreciate these plants, I can't really blame you. But we learned a lot. We learned a lot, and there's still a chance to get silver. So let's go ahead and make sure all of our staff are healed up. We do still have our botanist working on taking care of these plants. I want to see there's our botanist meandering by. He's on his way to botany restoration. I wonder if we pay him really well, if we get some sort of nice perk from that. And that is going to help us when it comes to, okay, so like here his experience right now, it's 10. What happens after he takes care of this plant? Did it go up at all? I don't think so, but this is the plant that actually has the gains additional experience when you're restoring it boost, so that may help. And what do you need for your buzz bonus? Near a prehistoric playground interactive display. Really? I didn't know that those guys like the prehistoric playground displays. Okay, I wonder if I can move the cafeteria over a little. Probably. Let's see. Maybe we'll move this over here, and we'll move this over here. There we go. And then we'll move this over here. There we go. And now I know, see, we're building it together. We're figuring it out. We're discovering some new things. Now we have that other staff member returning home. And I'm thinking, as we finish up this survey scanner, we might as well discover more about the I keep calling it Nyan, the non-woods, before we head back to our actual museums. You lose experience when you go to the holiday? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I thought you gained it. Maybe that was just a blip on the sonar radar. But yes, so welcome back to our adventures in this pop-up exhibit in 2 Point Museum, my friends, where I'm very excited to finish this pop-up exhibit and the pop-up challenge, especially as we send our botany and prehistory experts. We now have level 4 on Mac Comfortable. Wait a second. We've done it! We can finally send people to Troll Temple and get silver. How many days do we have left, though? Okay, we have about another 300 days before we have to worry about losing the silver reward. So let's actually finish off with one last welcome to our fantastic team who really were trying very hard to take care of this. Let's see. We'll actually send these two. And let's see. Yes, we'll send those two. And then I'm going to send them with the survey scanner, because while we're here, we might as well let them get a detailed survey of the non-wood area. There we go, prehistory expert, you can have a huge raise. But we might as well let them have one last survey of that area to help out our actual museums, and so not just the pop-ups. But again, we've learned so much from this. I'm really happy with having gone ahead and accomplished what we have here. Here's our Nibelodon skeleton. And near a dino head decoration, you say. I really love looking at the little buzz bonuses now that we've started to piece that back together, because they're just so cute. And I haven't actually put down the dino head skeleton, or like the dino head display before, so that might be kind of fun. It wants to go on a little wall. And it wants to be near like a few of them, I think? Or just one. It just wanted to be near one, but still, that's cute. All right, so see, I actually like finishing off this pop-up experience and the things we have learned from it by going off to the non-woods and making it so that our staff will be able to learn something from our actual staff. Also, it looks like the Mudbury Festival design will reject that offer. Oh, so that's how we can go ahead and get new sponsorship offers. Here's our general balance board. Good to see, good to see. And then we get bonus revenue from guest viewing the festival sign, and then you can see how much you've earned from lifetime monthly pay. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, that's lifetime monthly. And then you can see how much monthly pay you're getting from having that sign. Oh, look at that. And you can see the overall prices for everything right over here. Well, let's actually make the prehistory onesie and the botany onesie cheaper, so that people will go ahead and enjoy that. We'll make the trinkets really cheap. We'll make the toys a little more expensive, and we'll make the coffee a little more expensive, just to see what happens. Maybe that'll make the coffee line shorter and ironically help us out. And now that does give me time to kind of like look over how tours work. You can see when tours have low buzz, high buzz. Let's see, total buzz is the combination of the exhibits on the floor. And I can see the decoration buzz, the base buzz, and then buzz would be really important to raise with some of the, I think average quality, you can't have any perks on that, but pristine and epic quality exhibits, you can have higher level perks on. Like this, for instance, is our star fossil that we could have a ton of perks on, but we don't have an analyzing room. So that's why we can't do that. People have donated $17 because of this star fossil, poor thing. It would be fun to see, uh-oh. The expedition team has found a dilemma in the Nyan Wood, because of course they would, just as we're finishing this up. Playing at pool. A deluge of rain creates a makeshift swimming pool in the jungle ditch, and your team desperately needs a break. No, sounds risky. Press on. A little disappointed, the crew will get over it. They're professionals after all. Giant leeches? Have none of them heard of giant leeches? That's... Honestly, I would be worried about giant leeches. Well, actually, I'd be worried about, like, a lot of waterborne diseases. Even in the United States, you don't want to drink water just, like, out of a stream. You might run into a lot of, like, chemical runoff, unfortunately, having spent some time in Michigan. Trust me, know all about that. And then I actually got very, very critically sick when I was 11 years old when we were camping in Utah. And my mom and I drank from a water fountain there. And it turns out the water fountain was very old, and it was just pulling water from the stream that was at the campsite. And then after we got home, I was so sick on the flight home after that little camping trip. And my mom got a little sick, but not nearly as much as me. But I was so badly sick. And then when we had to go and like see doctors and figure out what was going on, it turns out a lot of people at that campsite got very ill with a waterborne disease that comes from bears. And because of that water fountain that was hooked up to a stream. And let me tell you, spending your 11th birthday, like, really scared of how you're just, like, turning into a puddle from how sick you feel. Well, scared isn't the right word. I think I was more frustrated, and, like, I just kept thinking pollution is evil as a little kid, I think. But I do remember that. That really taught me, like, don't just drink from random water streams. Like, really be careful. And then you get older and you take a microbiology course in university and you learn, wow, yeah, don't do that. That's not going to end well. Also, I'm beginning to, not going to say that I am full of regrets, but I'm full of something over the Nyan Wood thing right now. I said Nyan again. Oh my gosh. Because the expedition team's taking a little longer than I thought they would just to get this nice, comfy survey to give us one final boost so we could get the silver trophy. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, don't... This is fine. This is fine. I'm sure everything's fine. Oh my gosh, you can go on slow speed too and just like really make everybody... See? I didn't know that either. Wow. We've learned a lot from this pop-up. I want back to our actual museums though, because I really want to see what we can do. People are enjoying the advertisements for the Mudbury Muddy Festival too. They're on their way home, friends! Excellent! Maybe that survey was worth it though. And the map records and the cartography expansions we will have gotten from that will help out the new museum we're gonna open. I'm so excited. We're gonna go to the Oasis and we're gonna open up our new plant museum. I just know it. But first, let's see what we have snagged. Oh no! An injury! Broken face! Oh dear. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and receive treatment for that injury. And after 75 days, wrestling with foliage that unfortunately broke her face, I'm so sorry about that, and the tropical storm that did slow things down, they did actually raise the survey level to pristine possibilities, which is really wonderful. And dun 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 dun! They got another one of the fossil pieces! Woo! That's lovely. Now, without further ado and any more risking of biscuits, let's actually do this. To Troll Temple. We will be sending our team out, ready with their survival, survey, repairing, and restoration skills. We're going to do our best to maybe scan the area if we need to. Expedition unaffordable. And now, without further ado, We are going to do our best to send the team off to be able to start the expedition to Troll Temple. Let's do this, teams. Good luck, everyone. I hope that they're ready to go. They're shaking their fists. I wonder if that means they were pursuing criminals. Well, I'm sure that many... Wait, I was gonna say, I'm sure that many, like a looter or a grave robber have gone ahead and they have been part of raiding this museum. And then I reflected, like, wait a second. Wait, just a moment here. Aren't we? Are we the baddies? Is that how that works? That actually reminds me of one of our wonderful patrons who... Oh gosh, no, Rhonda, was it you, Rhonda? No, oh my gosh. I just have name soup in my head right now, so apologies. But one of our wonderful patrons is actually a teacher and a student of like archaeology. And when the Sims 4 pack for the Jungle Escapes came out, or the Jungle Adventures, it was a really interesting conversation we had over how you kind of go in the Sims to like loot these sites that aren't your Sims like history or anything, you're not trained, and then you're just like selling it for money. I think there is an interesting conversation to be had about that. But thankfully, I feel like you can get a little bit of that fun out from just like having a good time with the Sims being able to take the burden of, you know, raiding things. It's kind of like how I get a lot of satisfaction out of being able to raise 1.5 billion puppies and have our Sims challenges where we're like breeding 1 million animals, which you wouldn't do in real life, but you can enjoy it there. All right, let's see. I'm making another bathroom because I felt bad while everybody is just waiting for us. Oh, I can't copy that room because we don't have enough money. Sorry everyone. I know that you guys need more toilets, but we're actually exploring Troll Temple right now. If you would like to continue to contribute your donations, I might be able to get you guys more toilets. How much do you need for a bathroom? 6,000? You know what? This is when you kind of sneak in, and this is kind of when you might take a loan. A big one. That we don't need to worry about paying back. Because you know what, by golly, if I'm gonna be like raiding temples and snagging and stealing stuff, I might as well make sure that people can have a bathroom to use. That just seems like the bottom line. There we go. All right, let's see. And we'll get these bathrooms lined up. Excellent, excellent. It looks like one of those actually has a plant involved. And then we'll go ahead and... They're returning home! I guess gold-lined toilets with a giant loan probably isn't good money management, but that's okay because any second now... They've done it! Our temporary hires who have taught us a lot about how we can actually manage through pop-up exhibits our actual home have managed to go ahead and they discovered none other than the Temple Troll! The limited edition Temple Troll that we found in Troll Temple. And it actually looks more like a garden gnome. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Welcome, friend. There we are. We have now, we've unlocked Troll Temple. Yes, and the Temple Wall Torch. Woo! I'm sure we'll be able to get gold next time, and we have now completed that challenge as well. Oh, that makes me so happy. And a whole new location? Come on, that's really amazing. I think I might even take a little poke at these, now that we've known and we've learned so much, I might take a little poke at what we might do with the 3 pop-up exhibits as we prepare ourselves for a brand new season of chasing down Curator Class 4, where we are going to try to receive another star rating at both the Bungle Wastelands and the Pepperly Heights, not the Whalen Lodge, interestingly. But we need 1 star at Pepperly Heights and 1 star at Bungle Wastelands. And we're going to see what mysteries await us in the next arc of our museums. And eventually get our fish to have fry. Baby fish are called fry. So fish romance on the way. And I might give these pop-ups a poke and just kind of give you guys a sneak peek of what they might have to offer as we pile up all the goodies and prepare ourselves for more expeditions. Stay curious. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.